today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go from Seattle. And able to get this out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Darnold now to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive. wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. That is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's Myers again with another catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Walker with another carry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now Geno on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. 51 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Going up top for Kupp.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2nd down and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And
Today, from Seattle,
get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Smith.
A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Smith.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
They'll run for the 1st time with Raheem Mostert.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They run again with Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Off the RPO, he completes it. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Smith. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now Smith going to change the play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
1 more go for this offense in the first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Smith now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to... diligent about throwing the flag.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, it's Smith.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That's to Bowers once again.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And room there to work it inside the 25.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Smith. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be... alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Walker once more. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And quickly they get to the line. Walker now at 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Myers in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Check, 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 check. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, break. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the gun, Smith.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw is Smith. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 15. 1:45 to play. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Here's 2nd down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.